Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me for life. If this is your first time stopping by, you're welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by again. Today, I'm going to be creating my budget for 2023 and I thought to carry you along. Budgeting is a big part of my life and my finances because it allows me to see where my money is going to, what I'm overspending on. It just makes me visualize everything. And I like to keep a simple budget. I know there are lots of budget templates on the internet with graphs and pie charts and all of that. For my monthly day-to-day budget, I like to keep it simple, nothing too dramatic. My budgeting style is also a $0 budget, which means that every money that comes into my account has a purpose. My $0 budget will make sure that at the end of the month, I have $0 left because every money in my account is going towards something. I find that this is the budgeting style that works for me best, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. Also, I like to create my budgets on Google Sheets, and this is because I am able to access it on my phone. If I use a Google Sheet, as opposed to using Excel. I don't know, maybe you can access your Excel on your phone, but I prefer Google Sheets generally. And I'm not saying that you have to follow this budget. I just find that this is what works best for me. It is very simple to create, very easy, and I'm going to be walking you through it today. This budget I'm going to be creating is just my monthly budget. I also have an Excel sheet for multiple other things, but this particular one is just for my monthly budget. And if you're interested in knowing how I create my budget and you want to learn from it or even want to create your budget like I do, let's get started. Let's go to my computer.
Welcome to my computer, guys. This is a fresh, new spreadsheet on Google. The first thing I'm going to do is change the name. I'm going to change it to 2023 monthly budget. So what I'm trying to achieve with this budget is I'm going to break down my expenses into three. I'm going to break them down into necessities, adjustables, and luxuries. And my necessities are things that even if the world is stopping right now, I still have to pay for it. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but things like rent, insurance, all of that. My adjustables are usually food and gas, and my luxuries are savings and investment and all of that. Basically, I do this because I want to know how much emergency fund I should have in my account. I would usually calculate my emergency fund based on my necessities and adjustables, which means if I were to lose my job today, my necessities and adjustables still have to be paid. My luxuries like savings, I can put my savings on pause, but things like my rent, my food, I gotta eat, I gotta leave. So those are the things. So that's what we're gonna start with. Also here I put 2023 monthly budget. I'm a very visual girl, so I like to put it everywhere. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Let's bump it up a bit. I put at 12, and I'm gonna merge this cell actually. I'm gonna color it because I love colors. So we have 2023 monthly budget. Let's kill it and make it bold. Since my budget is a zero-based budget, this means that my income must match my expenses. So we're gonna leave this place blank for now. Let's make this also bold and let's give it color. I'm just putting random colors for now. It doesn't matter. You can always put whatever color you like. So for this page, I'm gonna put, this is where I start really creating the budget. So I'm gonna put necessities. I cannot really spell CWS. Okay. So for this one, I'm gonna merge a couple cells together. Make it bold, give it color. I'm just putting random colors at this point. So this is my necessity segment. Let's put in the middle. Beautiful. So first thing first on my necessity list would be rent. So I'm just putting in my list of things that are my necessities. So rent, house insurance, power is a necessity for me. Wi-Fi, I need Wi-Fi to exist. Car insurance is necessary because I wouldn't be able to drive without a car insurance. My car note is also necessary because I don't want my car to be repossessed. Make pass is pretty necessary for me. And if you don't live in Halifax that much, MiCPass is that thing we pay when we cross the bridge. I work in that month and I live in Halifax, so I need this. I pay for a monthly fee for my bank. To be honest, I should probably stop paying monthly fee and cancel RBC, but that's my first bank in Canada and it's kind of sentimental. I'll put Apple Music as a necessity, which is quite weird, but I love my music. I can't do without it. Also, I'll put Apple Storage as a necessity because same thing. My phone, I need to have Apple Storage. And my phone bill would be the last thing that I put as necessity. I'm going to copy this necessity and everything here. I'm going to copy it and just move it to this place. I'm going to change it to adjustables. So this is the name that I've given my own stuff. Nobody says to give this thing a name. There's no reason why you should name yours like this. Some people would name it bills and all of that. Well, I am just weird, and these are just the names that I've given mine. For number one, adjustables is food stroke household. So this means food and groceries and cleaning products, anything that has to do with household. And I put this as adjustable because if I were to not have a job right now, obviously I'm not eating out. I can cut down on my food. Same thing with gas. I put my gas as adjustable because I can control how much I buy gas in a month. If I have only $100 to buy gas, I know that I'm not driving to irrelevant places that I would usually drive to. So now that we have that, I'm going to name this one luxuries. Having savings and investments is a luxury in life. Let's not get it twisted. Not everybody has that luxury to have savings and investment. But we thank God because we're in that position that we can have it. So my first luxury is emergency fund. I love to top up my emergency fund, especially with inflation and how money is not going anywhere. Even though I have a little bit already saved up in my emergency fund, I like to add a little to it every month too. The next one is going to be TFSA. The TFSA is one of my favorite accounts that Canada has ever provided. So I like to contribute money into my TFSA and invest it every month. The next one is RRSP. This one, I only put little money every month, not very important. But once I have RRSP matched with my employer, I would put a pause on this one. And the next one is vacation. I want to go away. I want to go away and go have fun. So I have vacation. Then we have car expenses. I like to save for any car expenses that might come up. I just like to put a little into it every month. I don't have to use it, but things like oil change, brake change, even things like serious stuff. I just like to put money aside for car. And then the next one is shopping. You already know I'm a shopping girl. I like to shop, but also this one is shopping / gift giving. So I always put away money towards that every month. If I have to shop, I'll just go take money in it. If I want to buy a gift for someone, I'll go take money in it. The next one is home. I want to buy a house someday. I don't know when, maybe in 20 years or tomorrow. I don't know. But that is just another category. And my last category is my car extra payment. Like I said, I want to pay off my car very fast, very quick. So I would usually put a little bit of money into it every month. Now that we have all of my categories, these are everything that I pay for month to month, and I have expenses for month to month. So now that I have that, we're gonna do total. So I'm just gonna put total here. I'm not using my exact salary for this budget. The purpose of this video is just to show you how I build my budget. So we're gonna put imaginary numbers, but we're also gonna make sure imaginary number matches. So let's say this person makes $3,000 every month. Since we are doing a zero budget, it means that the total for 22, 30, and 44 must match $3,000. So let's start with saying B22 plus B20 plus B34. B22 plus B30 plus B34 must match $3,000. So let's start. So we're going to do a sum here. We're going to go here and do a summation. This is B10 and B20, which comes up to $1,838. This is our fixed cost. Now let's move to our adjustables. Food. Guys, groceries are so freaking expensive now. Same concept here. We are going to go to the sum here, do a summation of B27 hyphen B28. When we add $650 and $1,838, it comes up to $2,488. This means that if this was my budget, I would want to have at least 3 times of this amount of money in my emergency fund, which is 240. Let's see, B4 multiplied by 3, which means I would want to have at least $7,464 in my emergency fund. But that's not what we're talking about today. And the income is $3,000 and expenses is $2,488. We'd have to find out how much you have left for luxuries and how we're going to share it. So let's do a quick B3 minus B4. So we have $512 left. I'm just going to put random numbers here until it's $512. So guys, this is how you get a $0 budget. If you take a look, you'll see that the income coming in every month is $3,000 and the expenses every month is also $3,000. With this kind of budget, especially for me, if I ever have any extra money in my account, it's because I probably didn't spend all of my adjustables and also because I probably rounded up some of my bills here. But that's not a problem. We are going to fix this. A lot of people will leave their budgets like this, but I like to keep track of how much I've spent in a month and at the end of the year, how much I've also spent on different things. And this is because put that my rent is $1,000 right now. In March, if my landlord says my rent is going up to $1,400, I want to be able to see that, oh, it was in March that my rent went up to $1,400. So this is how I do that. I'll just put the month here. We'll do January. Let's see if we can do that automatically for us. Perfect. So we'll do January, February, March, up until December. I'm going to put total here. At the bottom of the page, I'm also going to do another total here. So for the total, we are going to do a summation F10, Q10. And I'm just going to drag it down. So what I've achieved by doing this is that once it's time to pay bills in January, I put $1,000 for rent. In February, I put $1,000 for rent. If my landlord says, hi, Fola, rent is going up to $1,200, I can go into March and put $1,200. Now, when my landlord says rent is going up to $1,200, I'll go here also and change it to $1,200. When I change it to $1,200, I'll see up here that I'm already overspending by $200. And what I'll do is reshuffle. One thing I like about budgeting is that budgeting is flexible. Your budget should be flexible. You should be able to switch up things. For example, if my rent suddenly goes from $1,000 to $1,200, I would have to reduce some things in my adjustables or my luxuries. I can decide that, man, I am tight now. I'll have to start eating $400 per month. I still have to cover $100. I can decide that, okay, I'm going to put a pause on saving for vacation. No vacation for now. Want to keep doing this, 1,000, 1,002 and everything. At the end of the year, December 2023, once I'm done filling out my budget and everything, I can come back to it and say, wow, I paid $14,000 for rent this entire year. This is why I love my budget so much. We are going to do the same thing for the months here. So this total that I've done underneath is going to go this way. We're going to do a summation of, when did we start? 10, F10 to F42. And I'm going to drag it all the way to December. So now that we've done what is going to be total in the year, we are also going to do what is going to be total in the month. What I've done here is I've filled out a pretend number for my January bills, and I assumed that a lot of things happened. For example, maybe my power bill was lower by $5. My internet service provider gave me a discount and all of that. I'm able to see that even though my budget is based on $3,000, in January I only spent $2,875, which means I have $125 left that I did not spend in January. Now, this $125, I can decide to do whatever I want to do with it. Because I am prioritizing paying off debt, I'll probably put it towards my debt, or I can use it to flex life. It depends on what stage I am in life during the month that I'm filling this budget. All I'm just trying to say is that I like looking at my budget like this. I like to see the total money that I spend at the end of each month, which is down here. And I also like to see the total money that I've spent on each category at the end of the year, which is right here. And I can also see my budget on the side. It is very easy for me to operate. I feel like if you're just getting started budgeting, this might be the one for you. This might work for you too. So that is all. I hope you enjoyed it.